friends. I think I'm a couple minutes late, um, but I am here and I am so happy to be here, and I hope everyone is doing well. I do need to just click a few things so I can find everyone, and we'll get rid of that. So say hello as you come on and let me know that you're here and welcome. And this button and click that button so I can see your comments when you come on. All right, let's see. All right, I think we are just about there. Oh my goodness, it is cold here in Iowa. How is the weather where you're at? But I'm not going to complain because my heart goes out to everyone that is affected around the Los Angeles area, and maybe some of you that have family and friends in that area. So that is just devastating and so hard to even to hear about. Today, we are going to do my monthly card class. I'm going to explain how the monthly card class works. I'm also adding a new section at the end of this video, which I'm going to be doing for now from now on, and it's going to be um, a little segment at the end. So, hello, Deborah. Good to see you from Chile, Ohio. 16 degrees. That is cold. I think it's maybe 9 here. I'm not sure what the wind chill temperature is. But I'm going to add a little segment at the end. And I've had, if you follow me on Facebook, I put a poll and I gave several suggestions for names. And right now it looks like Barn Chats has won out. So Barn Chats is going to be at the end of this video, just for a few minutes. It's where I will share any specials and things that I have going on. If you have any questions, you can ask me questions and I will try to answer those. And I'll tell you a little bit, about myself. So we're going to do all of that, which is a little more informal gathering, just for 5 minutes or so at the end of my live videos every Tuesday. Yes, Deborah, I feel just it's just terrible about everyone in California. And yes, so thank goodness they do not have the cold temperatures, but that my heart does definitely goes out to all of them. So today is my monthly card class, and this is the Love on the Go. So let me kind of tell you how this works. You had an opportunity to purchase the class. And when you purchase the class, you do get a little bit of product. Usually it's $9 to $15 of a product. Although this month I bumped it up some since it's the first month and it's January. So you could purchase it. You could do porch pickup for $19, and then it's a little bit more, and I don't have that right in front of me, but I do have information. But if you wanted it mailed to you, then I, mailed it out. And so I thank you for all of you that did the porch pickup, and thank you to the ones that I shipped out last Friday. So that was one way to get this monthly card class. Today, I'm doing the video, so I'm showing you how to make those 3 cards, and everyone can watch. But if you would like to receive the card class, you still can, only it'll be just the 3 cards kit with the materials that you need in them to make them. So you don't get any extra product is what I'm trying to say. But you can place an order with me now through the end of Sunday, and it's all in the description. And I will send this card kit to you for free. Okay, well, I'm going to turn the camera down and we are going to get started. And that is if I click the right button anyway, right? Okay. All right, let's turn some lights on. So I am using the Hearts of Elegance bundle for our January monthly card class. I make 3 cards during the monthly card class, and I'm using the dies, and this is an online exclusive, but here are the dies that come with it. So I just love all of the hearts. We're going to be using three, I think five dies out of this today. So so right now, if you would like my monthly card class for February, then you can sign up to receive that to be mailed to you or porch pickup, and you do that by the end of January. So those of you that took this class, Love on the Go, you received those of you that purchased it, you received a half a pack of the DSP, and then you received a full bolt of the twisted gold thread, half a pack of the hearts, and then the card kit to make one of each of the three cards. So, but if you would like this card kit sent to you free, you will then receive just enough of the hearts to make for the cards, and you'll get just enough of the products that you need. So, by placing an order with me. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at card one. So here is card one, and it's an easel card, and it sits up like this. Sending lots of love. Happy Valentine's Day. Of course, you could put anything, you could use any sentiment that you wanted. Um, on these three cards today, I am using all of the stamps, but these three. So I'm using almost all of the stamps today out of this stamp set, except for those three. So let me bring in what you need. And this is what you would receive in your kit. And if you decide to place an order with me, you'll get your DSP that you need. You'll have your card base, your die cut heart, and you'll need two layers of basic white, which you'll receive exactly the same, and then basic white scrap to stamp on. So I want to show you how to make this, how to cut this card base though. But first of all, let me show you how it works, and then I will show you how to do that. So we're just going to fold it on the fold lines. And of course, you also will receive a tutorial, a written tutorial besides this. And then going to bring in our adhesive, and we are going to just glue these little flaps down. Oh, Deborah, I think you're really going to like this set. I think you will really, really like it. So I am going to then fold these flaps down on this side. And then I'm going to add these right here. And then this has a score line. And so I'm going to bring that forward because that's what's going to, go up like this. Okay, let me add the DSP. And then I do want to show you how easy it is to make these to make this card base. Because I think, it's a little bit harder in the tutorial to read from the tutorial. I think you can understand it, but I definitely want to make one. So even though yours will be already pre-cut, if you get the card kit from me, you probably will want to make some more. We're making three cards today. So let me just lay this aside because I want to show you how to make this easel card base. So we're going to bring in our sheet of melon mambo. We're going to cut that 5.5 by 8.5. So that part is just a normal card base. We get two. We're going to use one. And then we're going to turn it and we're going to score it at 4.25, just like you normally do for a card base. So far, so good, right? Then we're going to turn it and we're going to put it in here. So on one side, cut, we're going to cut 1 3/8, and we're going to cut it down to this score line here, this 4.25 score line. And the 3/8 is after the fourth and before the half. Make sure my lights are so I can see. And then you can either start down here at the score line and go up, or you can come down. And there's a little notch on the side here, and you see your score line. So you're going to bring that notch, as a little indentation, right to that score line. Just like that. Then you're going to take this and you're going to turn it around because we're only cutting on this side. So then you're going to turn it around this way, and you're going to do the same. You're going to put it in at 1 3/8. And then here I am going to start right at that score line and go straight down. Then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to put a score line on this flap in the middle. So I'm just going to add a score line in this flap in the middle. And I'm going to score this at 2 1/8. So I'm going to put it in here like this, and I'm going to put it at 2 1/8. Going to get my cutting blade out of the way. I'm going to bring in my scoring, and I'm going to just start right here where I cut this, and I'm just going to go up here and down. And I like to do it a couple times so I get a good. So here, that's how you do it. So that's how you make your two flaps. And then, of course, you just close it and adhere these down and add your DSP. So I just wanted to show you that. It really is not difficult, but if you don't know how to do it, then it might be, right? Okay, let's go ahead and do some stamping. We're going to bring in a Memento black ink, and I'm going to bring in Sending Lots of Love. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put that right at the top. Just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, since we have our black ink out, we'll just go ahead and go to the other basic white layer, and we'll go ahead and stamp up, or ink up rather, Happy Valentine's Day. And I want it as close to the bottom as I can. Just like that. Okay. And then we are going to bring in this heart. And I'm going to bring back Sending Lots of Love. So we want to bring this back in. And I'm going to bring in Melon Mambo. And we will ink this up. And I'll just put that about right here. It doesn't really matter exactly, but let's put it right there. Oh, I still need this because I'm going to do another heart on the scrap. And when I send my kits, I often put like a little S, and that just means that's what you're going to stamp on. So you know that is what you can think of a scrap or uh, but for the stamp. So that's what you'll stamp on. Okay, so we're done with this. And let's go ahead and get a little heart so we can die cut. And we will die cut our heart out. And then we're going to bring this back in. And we're going to bring in, this is the gold twisted thread. I always want to call it twisted gold, but it's gold twisted. And it is an online exclusive, and I really like it. So then I'm just going to tie it around this layer and then tie a bow. Maybe. There we go. And then you can hold the middle and pull on the ends to get it like you want. Then we'll just bring in our snips. There we go. And then we're just going to pop this up with dimensionals. And I'm going to slide our ribbon down kind of below the heart a little bit so you can still see the heart. And go ahead and pop this up. Probably just need two, but I had two dimensionals stick together, so we'll just put three on there. And then we can just place that right here. Okay. And now let's do with the card base. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and add the Happy Valentine's Day right inside. It will go right inside your card base. Just like that. Try to get it as straight as we can. And now we're going to add this layer. But the trick is we only want to put adhesive on this bottom piece because we want it to, to go up like this. So, but you have to be careful because if you put adhesive here, you don't want it to go too far over, okay? So I am going to just place this like here to get a kind of where I need to put my glue, and I'm going to pick this up, and then I'm going to put adhesive below my finger and all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to place this down here. Hi, Veronica. Good to see you. Oh, I'm glad you like this card. And then we are going to bring in our hearts because that's what's going to make it be an easel card. So we'll bring in these, and we're going to use the largest one. And even though, well, we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to add another heart too, but so you can decide like kind of like where you want to uh, set your easel card up. And then we have a little heart. This little heart, we're just going to go ahead that we die cut out. It'll be already die cut out for you. And we're going to put that right here. And then your card will set up just like that. So you've got sending lots of love. And you can also add your, you can also, if you want to, put it like a little glue dot, even though it already is adhesive, to make it just a little bit more. I think I need to bend that. There we go. To make it just a little bit more, a little thicker if you want to too. Okay. So this is our first card. Happy Valentine's Day. And it lays flat for you to be able to send it, and then it stands up. Hello, Judy. Good to see you. All right. So this is our first card. And Judy, your love on the go monthly card class is ready for pickup, and I'll get that. We will get that taken care of. All right, let's go to our second card. So here is our second card, Love You. And this is what we're going to make next. So I'm going to need Garden Green and Melon Mambo. And we'll get some new blocks out. And here for card 2. So this is, if you place an order with me now through Sunday, you can earn this free, and it's in the description, but this is what you would get. You would get the card and all the pieces to make it, and you would get one sheet of designer series paper that goes with this card. But if you want like a little bit more product, then you order the monthly card class by the end of this month, and then you get a little bit of product. So that way, it fits for everyone. So we have a card base, or it works for however you want to do it, I guess I'm trying to say. So this card base is 7.5 by 5.5, and then I scored it at 3.25. And so I'm just going to fold it on the score line. And then this is our card base. It's basic white thick. And then I took a layer of basic white and I just embossed it with that dotted circle 3D embossing folder, but I just did about 1 inch. And so we're just going to put that right inside. We're going to adhere that right inside. Yes, Judy, then you will have written tutorials and you'll have this video to help you put your cards together. So I always do the mail them out and porch pickup, and then the following Tuesday is when I do my live. So that way you can watch the replay, or you can craft with me, or you can watch the replay, and it helps you to know how to put your cards together. And let's see, there we go. All right, so we're just going to add that right in there. And then I'm going to crease this one more time. And then I have a layer of Mellow Mambo and designer series paper, and we are going to just layer those together in just about 1/8. Sometimes it's only 1/8 border. So you could do this side too, because isn't that pretty? I love with those gold flecks in this paper. It just really makes it pop. But when you have like 1/8 of an inch, it's kind of hard. You just got to the Melon Mambo will just barely show. So we'll get this together and then we'll do our stamping and decorate it. And I'm gonna lay it flat like this because sometimes it's just easier. I don't have to kind of fight the other part of the cardstock. And again, that will just kind of fit right over there. Okay, we'll set our card base aside for a second and let's do a little stamping. So you'll have two circles. We're going to stamp and you'll have a piece of scrap. So we're going to do some stamping. We're going to start with Love You. So I'll bring in our Memento black ink and we'll ink this up. I'm going to do it this way. It's a little bit larger than I can see that I have ink on my finger as well as on the stamp. But that's okay. Okay, and I'm going to put it up just a little bit because I'm going to put some flowers down here. So just like that. And we'll lay that aside. And now we are going to bring in Melon Mambo. And we're going to stamp a couple flowers and a couple leaves. So here is a flower that comes with the Heart of Elegance. So I'm just going to stamp one right there. We'll stamp one right here. And we're going to use garden green for the leaves. And this is the little leaf from the stamp set. And there we go. Right. Clean that off. So you'll have to do the stamping and the die cutting, of course, but all the other pieces will come with you. And so we are going to look at that second sheet. And we'll need this die and we'll need the leaf die. Oh, I could have brought out the small, my mini cut and emboss machine, but I didn't. And so this one's handy. So we'll just use this. What I like about this, if you stamp both of these images on your same paper, then you can cut two out at a time, and that's always a good thing. And so now in this, you do kind of have to turn it to get it to decide to get it to fit just right, but it doesn't take too long. I think that is it. And I'm going to get a new sticky note because you can reuse them, but only so many times, right? All right. Let's go ahead and run this through. Use those again. So we'll pop out our flower and our leaf, but we need two, so we'll just go ahead and die cut these. There we go. I agree with you, Deborah. I wish I had dies for two sets too, especially the ones that you use so much of, right? Yes. Once in a while, we'll get a set that will have two dies in it, and I really, really get excited about that. Okay, let's go ahead and put our card together. Let's go ahead and bring in our adhesive, and we're going to add some adhesive to our back of our basic white circle. And we will add that to the Melon Mambo. And this is stylish circle, so it's the white, the basic white is next to the largest, and the Melon Mambo is the largest circle. Stylish shapes are ones that I use a lot of. All right, now we're going to pop up part of this because I don't want any dimensionals over here. I won't be able to get my card open. So I'm going to kind of place that, and then I'm going to add dimensionals over here. Okay, so let's bring in our dimensionals. Then we'll go ahead and add this right here. And then we have our flowers. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach our leaves. I think on our sample card I did three leaves, but that's okay. We just did two. But you could do two. You could do three, or you could do two. Doesn't matter. So I am going to pick up a glue dot, and then I am going to maybe, okay, let's pick up the glue dot. There we go. And I'm going to put it right at the bottom of I think there's the glue dot that I wanted, that I thought I had. There we go. And I'm going to put it on the front of the stamped images, okay? So that way I can then add it to my flower like that, okay? And we'll just add it down here. Okay, so I think we will add this right here. So I'm going to add a little adhesive, and I'm going to put one glue dot down here. So I'm going to add, not a glue dot, I'm going to add a dimensional rather. So I'm going to put a dimensional right here, like that. Take off the cap, and don't think my leaf's staying on very well. So we're just going to pick up another. There we go. So I'm going to put that right here. So there's the glue dot. So I think I'm going to change our, I want a leaf over here. There we go. Okay. So now I can add a little adhesive, just like that. And then my glue dot's right here underneath. Because I didn't want my glue dot, I already had this popped up, so I didn't want a dimensional. I did not want a dimensional here, I'm trying to say. So I added a dimensional down here, getting my glue dots and my dimensionals mixed up. So now we're going to go ahead and add this about right here. So I'm going to put a dimensional under here, and then I will put a little adhesive. So let's go ahead and bring a dimensional in and add it at the bottom. And then we will add some adhesive, and we'll put a little adhesive on that leaf. And then we will put that about right like that. And then let's bring some embellishments in. And we will put a little heart there, heart there. So you have small, medium, and large for your hearts. And then we'll put one right there. So here is our second card. Love you, and then you have room to write. And then here's our sample card where I did add 3 leaves. And then here that we did today, we just added 2. But you could definitely cut another one and tuck it under there. So, okay, you ready for the third card? We need Flirty Flamingo to add. Hi, Sheila. Good to see you. Well, let's see. All right. So here is our third card. And we're going to be using, actually, only going to need one of these, but I couldn't decide, so we'll look and decide which one we want to use. So this, we'll get all the pieces that we need. So, like I said, if you do place an order with me, you'll get the envelopes too in a tutorial. We're going to be using My Heart Belongs to You for this card. And we're going to be using Be Mine. And then I'm going to need the heart from one of the other that we used earlier. All right, so we're going to start with um, our cardstock cut 4¼ by 11, and then it is scored in half. And I think, let me show you the card. This is the card that we're going to make, Be Mine. But inside, I have stamped My Heart Belongs to You and the heart that we stamped earlier in Melon Mambo. We're going to go ahead and stamp it in Flirty Flamingo. So let's go ahead and do the inside. So we'll bring back our black ink and we'll stamp that up. I think I turned that. I think it, no, we're going to turn it over. What I did when I went to stamp, I moved my block. So stamp it up again. And this time I'll use 2 hands. But I think I hit the camera maybe. There we go. That looks better. All right. Okay. And let's go ahead and this is I think this is the third from the smallest stylish shape, and we're going to stamp Be Mine on it. So we'll just like that. Now I think we are finished with that ink, but we need the Flirty Flamingo, so we're going to bring it back in. And then I'm going to bring the heart. I'm going to make sure that I cleaned it off, and I did. I thought I did, but it's always better to check so I don't have an ink I don't want on another ink pad. Looks like maybe I need to try this. Looks like I need to get my ink refill out for my Flirty Flamingo. There we go. That will work. One thing that's nice about the photopolymer, you can see through the stamp. It makes it a little easier. You need to stamp again. All right, let's go ahead and we'll just go ahead and add this right inside our card. Um, since I turned it over, sometimes you have like little ridges on the back side of your card base. But if you take your bone folder, you can just smooth those right out. Just like that. Okay. We're going to use some of the gold twisted thread on this card too. And then I'll show you all of the cards when we're done. Okay. And this is Flirty Flamingo card base, the color of the cardstock. Okay, now we're going to decorate that front. So we're going to start with, so there's some designer series paper that has the Flirty Flamingo in there. So I'm just kind of trying to see whether I want this one or whether I want this one. I guess it really doesn't matter. Um, I don't know. I kind of like the other one. We're going to go with this one. Don't know if that's the one that you thought we should go with or not, but we'll go with this one. For those of you that received the order the kit and have this class already, you have your kit, you have a half a pack of paper, so you can decide what you want. Because you decide what you want to cut for for this card. But if you do place an order with me, you will get the make and take, so you'll get these. You won't get the extra product, but you'll get everything, all the pieces that you need like this. So you have a piece of gold that we're going to adhere right down here. And I just moved it over a little bit. It doesn't, I don't need to measure, just kind of, I do want it to be as straight as I can though. And then let's bring in our gold thread. This is so pretty. Kind of wants to pop off the spool a little bit. But we are going to make, let's see if I can, we're going to make like a large bow. So we're going to do this. So we're kind of making a large bow, and I'm kind of holding the middle. So watch how I do that. That will work. And then I'm going to snip this off, and I'm going to get a little piece of tape. Oh, Deborah, great. I'm glad you've got an idea for your husband. That will be a special card for your husband for Valentine's Day. Then I'm going to add a little tape here. And I'm going to cut off the extra that I don't need. Because you're not going to see that tape. We're going to hide it behind the stylish shape Be Mine. Okay. So, because I want this to be like that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and tape off my finger. I think we're going to add dimensionals, but I'm going to bring in a glue dot and just put it right there. And we'll see if it catches. I'm going to kind of put it kind of like that. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get our dimensionals. And if you want to, you could even take a piece of tape if you feel better about maybe making sure that ribbon, that twine is down. Okay, we're not quite ready to put that on, but I wanted to go ahead and get that done. We're going to go ahead and add our heart, our gold heart, and I could add adhesive, but I think I'm going to add glue dots. I added adhesive to the other one. Um, I could use, well, we'll try. I have Stamp and Seal Plus, but Stamp and Seal Plus does not always like me. We don't play well together, so sometimes it helps if I get it started. And I don't think it's going to. Okay, that's fine. We just will go to Plan B and we will use, so you can use adhesive or you can use glue dots. So we're going to do it this way. I'm just going to bring the heart to the glue dots. And the reason I'm not using adhesive, I don't want it to, I think it would be okay, but we'll look at my other one. You could kind of see the adhesive through there, and that's why I'm not doing the adhesive on this one. I'm using glue dots. So we will compare those two, and you can decide which you want to do on your card. Okay. And then we're going to pop up our die cut heart out. And I'm going to use the mini, and there is some solid pieces, so they won't show. We do have some, it's kind of decorative, so but there's a kind of a solid piece back here where it won't show. Take the caps off. And then I will just go ahead and add that about right here. And then we're ready for our Be Mine. There we go. And then we will add this. I think I need to get Be Mine straight though. I'm going to clip this a little bit. So here is our Be Mine, but we need to add embellishments. So we'll bring in those hearts. And let's go ahead and let's use the large ones. So we're going to put one down here, Be Mine. Put one up here. And let's put one right there. So here is our third card, Be Mine. And then this is our sample card. And I did use adhesive on this. And I just thought you could, if you look really close, you could see kind of like the adhesive through there. So that's why I thought with the glue, using the glue dots, then you can't. So my heart belongs to you. My heart belongs to you. So let's look at our three cards. Here's our first card, Sending Lots of Love, and it stands up like an easel card. Here was our second card, Love You, and then our third card, Be Mine. So there we go. Get that out of the way. I think my camera keeps moving today, doesn't it? All right. Which card do you like the best? Do you like the first one, the first one, or the second one, or the third one that we made? Well, thank you, Veronica. I'm glad that you like all of them. Oh, hi, Myra. Good to see you. Well, thank you. And so Sheila, you like all of it. Your third is your favorite. Okay. It's kind of fun to see what everyone likes. So I really appreciate you being here and watching. I'm going to go right into kind of like and Veronica, you like the first one the best. I like ESO cards too. I like, and that's such an easy ESO card to make. So I hope that helped for me to show you how to make that card base. I'm going to just kind of thank everyone for watching and continue to watch. We're going to kind of go into barn chats. If you weren't here earlier, if you follow me on Facebook, I did a poll. Um, I kind of want to show and share some things at the end. And Deborah, second's your favorite. All right. I want to share some things, but I want to put it at the end. So I kind of want to focus on making the cards and everything, because I know your time is valuable. But I do have some things to share, and then sometimes I'll just talk about maybe kind of what's going on in my world. And if you have any questions, you can do that. Because as a matter of fact, I almost didn't think I was going to be here at 1 o'clock today. Hi, Jennifer. Number two is your favorite. Good to see you. Thank you. I had a phone call this morning that they had a cancellation and I could get into the doctor um, at 11 o'clock. And but I was able to get there and get back. And it was just I needed some just kind of I'm not sick or anything. I just needed to do a little check on some medicine and have a test for that. But they couldn't get me into like the end of February, and I wanted to get in a little sooner, so I asked if they could put me on the waiting list. And so, of course, today when I'm going to do my live at 1, but that's why I was a couple of minutes late. But anyway, so I did want to tell everyone. So this was a monthly card class, and if you would like my February monthly card class, you can either so like right now you can still get this card class I did today. You can get the make and take card kit free by placing an order with me, at least a $40 order, and it is in the description. But my monthly card class for February, it's all about birthdays. You can sign up by the end of the month, and there is a link in the description, and it will give you all the information. So porch pickup is $22, and if I mail it to you, it's $28. You do get a little product in this. It's usually from like $9 to like $15 a product, and then you get the card kit to make one of three cards. And February is going to be about birthdays. Okay. And then I wanted to let you know because our online global retreat, this is the seventh one, and I'm a part of this with three other demonstrators from three other countries, from Australia, Canada, and United Kingdom. And we put on an online global retreat. It's a lot of fun. There's early bird registration, the early bird goes through tomorrow, the 15th. Um, and the actual retreat is on February 21st and 22nd, but it's all we're live, but it's recorded, so you can always watch the replay. But there's information, you can read all about that in the description. And then another thing I wanted to share was my Rustic Ink Creations club. So this is a subscription club. It's $44 a month. You do receive $23 to $25 of product. And in January, the kit's going to make 8 cards. You'll get 2 each of 3 designs to make. And normally we just make 6 cards, but January is going to be a little bit extra because it's a new month, right? And so it again in the description you can read everything. You get tutorial, you get a summary video, you get an extra gift in January if you sign up. And to get January's, you need to sign up by midnight tomorrow, the 15th. And then my Rustic Ink Creations Club, which we're using Memorable Blooms, it ships out the last week of January. So those are some things that's going on here in at the Rustic Barn Cards studio. I don't see any questions coming through, so thank everyone for being here. I appreciate it. And I will be back next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central. Take care.